Hello, welcome back to Cinderella Math. Today I'll be teaching how to multiply binomials using the FOIL method. Sometimes I'll call this the double rainbow method. It has different names, but it pretty much works the same no matter what you call it. I can also very quickly show the box method. That's not my favorite, but it does work. I would say this is an Algebra 1 level. If you're in pre-algebra, especially like an advanced pre-algebra, you're probably in the right place. And if you're in Algebra 2 and doing some review, of course, you're welcome too. But this is probably geared toward an Algebra 1. Okay, so I'm just going to do some examples here. This should be pretty short, like 10 minutes probably, give or take. I don't know. Sometimes I get long-winded. All right, so first of all, binomial. That prefix bi, of course, means two, like bicycle or bifocals. So we are going to multiply binomials. So a binomial, again, has two pieces like this. X plus 3, and we're going to put that in a group. That's just kind of keeping it separate from this other group. Let's say X plus 5, and I'm going to say this is number 1. Okay, so everything needs to get multiplied with everything else. The most popular method to do this is called FOIL. I did not invent FOIL. That's been around for years and years. That stands for the following. So that's an acronym. I think that's what it's called. FOIL. The F stands for first. So you're going to take the first piece of this one times the first piece of that one. So x times x is x squared. The O stands for outer. So the one on the outside here, all the way to the one on the outside there. So x times 5 is 5x. The I stands for inner. So kind of like the two that are close together that are hugging almost. So right here, 3 times x is 3x. And the L stands for last. So the one that's last in each parenthesis. So 3 times 5 is 15. And then usually, not always, but usually the middle are like terms. So you're going to go ahead and combine those. 5 plus 3 would make 8x. Drop down the rest. Answer. So this is in standard form, where you put the highest exponent first and then go down from there. So the x squared is first. This technically is x1. We don't write it, but it's there. And then technically this is x0. Any constant technically has no x's, right? And that's where if you hear the word FOIL, that is what your teacher or your curriculum or whatever textbook is referring to. I also will call it double rainbow, because if you go back and look, I'm going to get a little highlighter here. 1, 2 rainbow, 1, 2. So whatever you want to call it, foil, double rainbow, potato, potato. Okay. I will do several more in this style, and then at the end I will show, if this doesn't click for you, that's okay. There's another method, it's called the box method. I don't love it. I feel like it takes longer, but I will show that as well. Okay. Here's my example 2. Let's get some negatives in here. Let's do 4n plus 4 times, and all of this is going to be multiplying today, 5n minus 8. First times first, so 4 times 5, that would be 20. He's got an n, he's got an n, so that would make n squared. Outer, 4n times negative 8 would be negative 32n. Inner, 4 times 5n would be positive 20n. And last, 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. And again, these middle ones, they are like terms. Negative 32 plus 20 would be negative 12n. And bring down the rest. Answer. Okay. Example 3. We're doing 8b minus 1, 5b minus 5. So first, 8b times 5b would be 40b squared. Outer, 8b times negative 5 would be negative 40b. Inner, negative 1 times 5b would be negative 5b. And last, careful, negative times negative, whoops, let me change my color. Negative times negative would be positive. 1 times 5 is 5. And again, we have some like terms. Negative 40 minus 5. So I pretend it's money. You owe me 40, you owe me 5, so you owe me 45. And drop the rest. Whoops, my handwriting, goodness. There we go. Answer. All right, I'm going to do it with 2 letters now, but the process is still the same. So here's what I mean. Could we do 6x plus 3y times x plus, let's do a minus 10y. Yes, it's going to be a little bit uglier in the letters, but you still do it the same. 6x times x, there's a 1 there if you need it. That would be 6x squared. Rainbow again, 6 times negative 10 would be negative 60. He's got an x, he's got a y, so bring them both. Inner, the ones that are hugging. 3 times 1 is 3. He's got an x, he's got a y, bring them both, and we usually go in ABC order, so that's why I went x, y. And last, 3 times negative 10 is negative 30. He's got a y, he's got a y, so that's going to make y squared. And on this case, the middle is like terms. You owe me 60, you give me 3, you would still owe me 57 xy. Drop the rest. Answer. So it looks a little uglier, but honestly, the process is the same. Okay, I'll do one with double letters where the middle's not gonna match. If I'm going too fast, just pause me or slow the speed of the video. I've been teaching this for many, many years, so I get excited. What if we have negative 2m plus 5n, and then m plus 3. Still follow the pattern. First times first, there's a 1 if you need it. That would be negative 2. They both have an m, so that would make m squared. Outer, that would be negative 6 with an m. Inner, that would be, oops, let me change colors. That would be 5. He has an n, he has an m. Go in ABC order, so m, n. And last, that would be 15 with an n. So this time the middle is not like terms. This one has mn, this one just has m. So they cannot go together. There are no like terms, so this whole thing is the answer. Nothing combines. So honestly, it's a little easier because you don't have to do the combining. All right, if you hated that method, I will now quickly show box method and then I'll let you go here. So not foil. I prefer the foil or the rainbow because I think it's faster, but this works too. So your problem's still going to look the same. X plus 4, x minus 7. But what you're going to do is make a box, pretty much a square, and cut it into 4 pieces. Along the top, put this one, so x positive 4, and along the left side, put this one, x minus 7. Those can be switched, by the way. You can do either one on the top, either one on the left. So basically, you're making a multiplication table. And now just work each section. So x times x is x squared. X times positive 4 would be positive 4x. X times negative 7 would be negative 7x. And negative 7 times 4 would be negative 28. And then usually it's the diagonal, this diagonal that goes together. You owe me 7, you give me 4, you would still owe me 3. This one's fine, this one's fine. So your final answer would be x squared, you owe me 3x, and negative 28. And again, you always want to go in that order. That's standard form, where the highest exponent is first, and then you decrease from there. That's got a 1, and that's got none. So kind of going down the stairs, if you will. And that's the box method. Again, not my favorite. I think it's just, I'm too lazy to set up the box. But if that makes more sense to you, do it. I'll do one more with the box. Let's do 2n minus 8 and 3n minus 1. So again, just make you a square, box, whatever. 4 sections. Put one binomial along the top, including your symbols, and the other one along the left, so that you're making like a mini multiplication. And then just work each box. 3n times 2n is 6n squared. 3n times negative 8 is negative 24n. 2n times negative 1 is negative 2n. And finally, negative 1 times negative 8 is positive 8. And then again, usually it's this diagonal that'll go together. You owe me 2, you owe me 24, so you owe me 26n. And then this guy's fine, this guy's fine. So this would be 6n squared, the middle one, and the last one. And that's what we would have gotten with foil or rainbow too. I just am lazy and don't love setting up the box, but if it works for you, do it. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you're having a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.